It's early spring in the garden. And this female blackbird has been busy at work catching worms. But these are not for her, but a hungry brood waiting for their first meal of the day. So let's go back to when it all began, some 4 weeks ago. It's late March, and as the last frosts of winter slowly melt away, dormant plants burst back into life after their winter sleep. Spring has arrived. And in this Leylandii tree, just 8 feet away from the house, sits a 3-year-old blackbird's nest. The nest is just over 5.5 feet off the ground and is well hidden by ivy and thin branches. It's been used by the same pair of blackbirds for the past 2 years, and a few days ago they returned once again. With last winter's build-up of debris in the nest, the female begins to tidy up. She starts by cleaning out the nest, then adding some new material. Spreading out her wings, she shapes and forms the nest, ready to take her eggs. When happy with the results, she adds the finishing touches, while nearby her partner lets himself be heard. It's now up to the female to deliver the goods. Five days have passed, and as she leaves the nest, her partner takes over, revealing 4 perfect mottled eggs. The male takes no part in incubating the eggs. His role is to watch over them while his partner is off the scene. But for now, she takes a well-earned rest in a nearby tree. The male, sensing her return, flies off, and she settles down once more. For the next 2 weeks this pattern will be repeated, with regular visits from her partner and bringing tidbits, helping to bond their relationship. With the day closing in, night time falls and Mum settles down to sleep, waiting for the next stage to arrive. Two weeks have passed, and there in the nest, huddled together, are 4 pink and fluffy day-old chicks. From now on, this becomes the busiest time for the parents as the demand for food increases daily. And over the coming days, the chicks grow at an incredible rate. And in just 8 days, they become young fledglings. There's a storm on the way, but for the parents it's one continuous round of feeding and keeping the nest free from waste that's produced by the offspring. With the storm over, things return back to normal. Dad carries on taking care of the waste, but these growing chicks want food, and plenty of it. The young are now 12 days old, and in 2 days' time will be ready to leave the nest. It's all about exercise and building up strength in the wings, ready for the leap into the unknown. It's night time in the nest, and the young settle down, safe in the knowledge that their parents are close by to keep a watchful eye. Next morning, the gardener wakes to the cries of the parents as they attempt to ward off a predator near to the nest. Cats are blackbirds' worst enemy in the garden, but for now their cries have worked and the threat has moved away to a nearby neighbour's garden. Unaware of the danger, the young carry on as normal, not knowing that in a few hours' time their lives will change forever. Later the same day, cries ring out once more. The cat has returned and attacked the nest. One of the fledglings has taken refuge between the shed and fence, while another is caught under pond safety netting. As the parents make their warning calls, the young keep frozen to the spot. The grief-stricken parents can do nothing to help the other two offspring. For them, the battle to survive is over. Traumatised, the parents can only watch in horror at the loss of two of their offspring. but now the attention has to be helping the two remaining young. With the danger still present, this chap makes it into a nearby tree and sits very still. While the last one makes it back just outside the nest. Shocked and trembling, his only thought is how to survive the night ahead. Next morning, Calm returns to the garden, and hidden in a tree, one survivor is visited with food from one of the parents. While the other leaves the safety near the nest and puts itself in danger once more. It's uncertain whether or not these young birds will make it to adulthood, but with their instinct for survival and help from the parents, they have every chance of succeeding. The nest is empty now. But surprisingly, a week later, Mum returns, followed soon after by 5 new eggs, one of which fails to hatch. But for the rest, this old story is about to be played out once more, in the nest.